The fourth type of fear is the prohibited fear. Oof, there is a prohibited fear? Yes. When you go overboard. This is the fear of Al-Khawarij. When you feel that Allah is not going to forgive me. When you feel no matter what I do, Allah will put me in hell. Shaitan comes to you from a very good door, the door of the fear of Allah. Who hates fearing Allah? It's a good door. But then he opens it to an extent you cannot close it. And what happens? He says to you, there is no hope for you. Fear that is genuine and praised is what prevents you from doing sin. This is what is Allah wanting from you, to have this fear that stops you. Why don't you pray Fajr in masjid? The masjid is next door. Sheikh, the bed is cozy. The air condition is cold and I feel good sleeping. You don't have fear? Then you have problems. Your fear takes you out of your bed to go and pray in the masjid. Your fear makes you turn off the music when it's playing in the car. Your fear makes you cancel your Netflix and Showtime subscription and all the haram thing, because I fear Allah Azza wa Jal. I don't want to go to hell. This is the true, genuine fear. And when you say genuine fear, does this mean that there are types of fears? Yes, there are types of fears. There is the mandatory fear. What is that? This is the fear that obligates you to do mandatory things and prevents you from falling in haram. You have this fear, you go to Jannah. That's cool. Yeah, this is the bare minimum fear. Bare minimum. It prevents me from going to hell. Yes, but it is bare minimum, because a better form of fear is the recommended fear. And what is that? It is the fear that makes you do more. Yes, you did the obligations. Did you pray the sunnah, 12 rak'ah? No, Allah made 5 prayers mandatory per day. Yeah, but the sunnah is a higher level. I never knew that. It builds you a house in Jannah. 12 rak'ahs a day? That's easy, I'll do it. Do you fast Mondays and Thursdays? Why would I do that? I fast every Ramadan. Yeah, but if you fast Mondays and Thursdays, Allah Azza wa Jal would look at your deeds every Monday and Thursday and approve it. And the Prophet ﷺ said about Monday, it's a day I was born in and it's a day I was revealed to in. So I love to fast it. Okay. So this fear gives you an edge. Okay, this is number 2. Number 3, the fear of the incompetent. The fear of the lazy ones. This is your fear and mine. What fear is that? This is the fear we get when we listen to reminders. Reminders are like a whip. When someone flogs you, you feel the pain and you're hurting. After a day or two, the pain is gone and you forget. So you need another whip and a third and a 10th. These reminders, these gatherings we come to attend to soften our hearts and to know our religion more, these are whips. In them, we have this incompetent fear, where we fear Allah Azza wa Jal, we feel remorseful, and we may cry, and we try our level best. And as soon as we go, light a cigarette and enjoy life. This fear is good because it's temporary and it might work. It might extend a little bit. Maybe sometimes it extends for a whole week. Khutbatul Jumu'ah is a beautiful occasion to attend every week. Some of us benefit the whole week. So it's like recharging. So you are fully charged the full week. And once the battery goes down before the red, you attend the following Jum'ah and you recharge again. The fourth type of fear is the prohibited fear. Oof, there is a prohibited fear? Yes. When you go overboard. This is the fear of Al-Khawarij. When you feel that Allah is not going to forgive me. When you feel no matter what I do, Allah will put me in hell. This causes, and I do this, in my counseling sessions. So they come to me, Sheikh, I have this fear of Allah, and they speak and they vent. What is the problem? Look how shaitan works. Shaitan comes to you from a very good door, the door of the fear of Allah. Who hates fearing Allah? It's a good door. But then he opens it to an extent you cannot close it. And what happens? He says to you, there is no hope for you. But I'm afraid of Allah. I say shahada 50 times a day. Why? Someone said something, I smiled. So I committed shirk. Someone said something and I thought of the Prophet in a negative way. So I committed kufr. So he says shahada 50 times a day. He takes a shower 5 times, 10 times a day, ghusl, to embrace Islam. After 2-3 weeks, he gets despaired of Allah's mercies. Allah is not going to forgive me. Shaitan says, yes, Allah is not going to forgive you. What to do? Leave salah. Wallahi, they come to me in the hundreds. They don't pray. They don't fast. They don't believe in Islam, but they cry like babies in the session. I don't want to go to hell. Don't cry, akhi. You are in hell. This is called shock therapy. You smash them on the face and then smash them again in the face. They wake up. They need this, by the way. So I said, you're in hell. I said, Sheikh, I don't do. I said, you don't pray? He said, yes, I'm afraid of Allah. No, you're not afraid of Allah. You're afraid of Allah, you pray. Today. Some of them are afraid of death. This is another negative fear. I had a brother from the Gulf. He came to me in a session. And we have time, huh? So, yeah, before lunch, no problem. So he came to me and he was terrified. He looked like a pale chicken. I don't know how a pale chicken looks, but you understand. So what's the problem? He said, I have this fear of death. 3 years, I've been restless. My wife divorced me because of it. I lost my job. I lost half of my weight, Sheikh. And for the past 4 weeks, I cannot take a shower, ghusl. I do not pray. And I said, how long you've had this? He said, 3 years. And I said, did you die? The guy, Sheikh, of course not. He said, you stupid moron. The guy said, why? He said, if you did not die in 3 years, what will happen in 15 years and you don't die? The guy said, you're going to live like this for 15 years? And this is a sign of weak aqidah. Come on, Sheikh, what does aqidah have to do with this? If you know the 6 pillars of Iman, which the vast majority of Muslims you meet on the street, you talk to them and you say to them, what is the 6 pillars of Iman? Shahada, Salat, Zakat, Sam. No, you stupid. It's 5. I'm talking about the 6. He said, oh, new version. 2.1. He said, no, this is Iman and this is Islam. So you say to them, أن تؤمن بالله واليوم الآخر, until you come to the qadar. خيره وشره. Do you believe in predestiny? He said, yes. Do you believe that you will die on a specific day? He said, yes. Can you be 1 minute early or 1 minute late? He said, no. He said, why are you afraid? Look at you. 3 years, you've lost everything. If you had Iman, you would go and work. So this kind of Iman, this type of fear, the 4th type of fear is the prohibited fear. Some people are so scared of things that move. A tree that moves. I can't go there. Why? There is jinn. Come on. This fear is very negative. It shows that you don't have Iman. Sheikh, I don't want to get married. Why? I don't want to become pregnant. Not you, of course, the men. The sisters, the guys. Yeah, some of the men are pregnant, mashallah. They're 4 months pregnant. Anyhow, let's go back to the topic. Excuse me. So they say, I get sisters like this. I don't want to get married. Why? Because I'm afraid of what? Of becoming pregnant. So everybody's been becoming pregnant since Hawa, peace be upon her. Said, yeah, but I'm afraid that my child will grow in this environment and he cannot live. And then there are LGBTQ and there are car accidents. I said, subhanallah. If they had Iman and trust and tawakkul on Allah, all of these would not be